A prehistoric snake as long as a Tyrannosaurus rex, to modern-day pythons and boa constrictors that can swallow humans whole, these are the biggest, heaviest and longest snakes to have ever lived on Earth. A king cobra, an artist impression of a titanobo and an anaconda. The titanobo was the largest known snake to ever live. With exquisitely patterned bodies, predatory strikes that accelerate faster than a fighter jet, and even a capacity for flight, snakes are a fascinating group of reptiles. Some deserve attention for one feature in particular: their enormous size. From boa constrictors to reticulated pythons, we share the planet with some incredible serpentine heavyweights. These predators are found across the globe, including Southeast Asia, South America, and the United States. Size can be tricky to measure accurately, particularly when it comes to long-dead species. Historic records can be difficult to verify, and snake skins can be stretched without much visible distortion, leading to overestimates. However, there are a few authenticated records of giant snakes from around the world. List of these supersized serpents. Here's a list of the world's biggest, heaviest and longest snakes, from the smallest of the serpent giants through to the largest to have ever existed, a behemoth the size of a Tyrannosaurus rex. Central African rock python. Central African rock pythons are Africa's largest snake, reaching lengths of 16.5 feet. The Central African rock python is Africa's largest snake, according to Oregon Zoo. It's highly adaptable and found throughout sub-Saharan Africa, where it is equally at home in savanna, forest, and desert habitats. These pythons average around 9.8 to 16.5 feet long, according to Animal Diversity Web. Like Burmese pythons, Central African rock pythons can gulp down sizable prey including antelope and crocodiles. Occasionally, even humans are on the menu. There are several accounts of African rock pythons attacking and even partially consuming people. These snakes can swallow such large prey thanks to a set of highly flexible jaws, a trait they share with several other snake species. Because they're able to disassociate the upper and lower jaws when about to devour prey, they can often take in things which are much larger than their head sizes. King cobra. Rearing up to display its flared hood and venomous fangs, the king cobra cuts a threatening figure, and not just because its bite is powerful enough to kill an elephant. Native to Asia, king cobras can grow over 16 feet long, according to the Smithsonian's National Zoo and Conservation Biology Institute. The longest king cobra ever recorded was a captive snake that reached 18.7 feet at London Zoo in the late 1930s, according to Guinness World Records, roughly the length of a shipping container. It was killed at the outbreak of World War II to prevent it from escaping into the city if the zoo was bombed. Venomous snakes usually don't grow to be giants. Their ability to immobilize their prey with a single bite means they typically don't need to rely on size or strength to feed. However, king cobras are an exception to the rule, making them the longest venomous snake on Earth. Burmese python. Burmese pythons are an invasive species in Florida. The largest caught in the state living in the wild measured 17.7 feet. Burmese pythons are one of 41 python species worldwide. Burmese pythons are native to Southeast Asia and start life in trees, but by adulthood their size forces them down to the ground. The largest recorded Burmese python was a captive snake named Baby, which measured 18.8 feet long. In the wild, these snakes regularly stretch to over 16 feet long, large enough to hunt alligators. The largest Burmese python ever found in Florida, where it is an invasive species, was caught in 2022. It weighed 215 pounds and was 17.7 feet long. As if that wasn't impressive enough, researchers studying Burmese pythons in the Florida Everglades discovered that these snakes also have extraordinary homing instincts. Relocated pythons can follow their noses back home for over 20 miles, the researchers wrote in a 2014 study in the journal Biology Letters. Cuban boa. These iridescently scaled boars, endemic to Cuba, are the largest snakes in the Caribbean, according to the Lake District Wildlife Park. weighing over 66 pounds and reaching up to 18.5 feet long, according to researchers publishing in the journal Reptiles and Amphibians. Some reports claim they can grow to more than 19.6 feet. Cuban boars spend much of their time coiled around tree branches or scouting for lizards and rodents on the ground. Cuban boars also stand out thanks to their unique hunting methods. They are the only snakes known to hunt in packs. In 2017, researchers described these otherwise antisocial animals strategically teaming up to form a barrier at the mouth of a cave in a Cuban national park, blocking the flight path of roosting bats. This enabled the snakes to leap up and snatch the bats out of the air. Indian python. Indian pythons can weigh the same as a newborn elephant calf. Possibly the species that inspired Kaa, the enigmatic talking snake from the Jungle Book. The Indian python's gargantuan size in storybooks is only a partial exaggeration. These snakes can grow to 20.9 feet long and weigh almost 220 pounds. That's about the weight of a newborn elephant calf. Native to the forests of India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and Nepal, they are close relatives of Burmese pythons, and like Burmese pythons, their faces contain structures called heat pits, fitted with a sensitive membrane that can detect infrared radiation emanating from warm-bodied animals up to 3.2 feet away, according to a 2010 study in the journal Nature. This adaptation helps to guide the stealthy night-hunting reptiles towards their prey. Reticulated python. Reticulated pythons are the longest snakes that live on Earth today. Another South Asian native, the reticulated python, decorated with a pattern of repeating diamond shapes that give it its name, is widely recognized as the longest snake on Earth today. One account from 1912 claims that a captured python measured 32.8 feet long, the length of a typical school bus, though this figure is difficult to verify. According to the UK's Natural History Museum, reticulated pythons regularly reach over 20.5 feet. The longest reticulated python in captivity measured 25.2 feet, according to Guinness World Records. Its size, coupled with its temperamental nature, has occasionally proved fatal for humans. In one incident in 2018, a woman in Indonesia was discovered, fully clothed, in the belly of a bloated python. Yet these creatures can also be tender. Like other python species, females delicately encircle their eggs and rhythmically contract their muscles to generate heat that's transferred to the offspring, increasing their chances of survival against the cold, according to San Diego Zoo. Green anaconda. Green anacondas are the heaviest living snake on Earth, weighing up to 550 pounds. Green anacondas silently slither through marshlands and streams in the Amazon, where they may live long enough to reach 30 feet long. Taking historic records into account, they are likely not as long as reticulated pythons. However, green anacondas are the heaviest snake species on Earth today, with some of these snakes weighing up to 550 pounds, according to Smithsonian's National Zoo and Conservation Biology Institute, equivalent to a baby grand piano. The hefty snakes use that huge bulk to constrict their prey of capybaras, caimans, and deer. There is no official record for the biggest green anaconda, but in 2016 construction workers in Brazil came across a snake estimated to be 33 feet long and 880 pounds. Contrary to popular belief, constriction doesn't cause death through asphyxiation alone. The pure muscle mass of their bodies wrapped around their prey basically causes a heart attack. Essentially, it stops the rhythm and the circulation of the heart. That will immobilize prey, which they can then take their time to swallow whole, normally head first.
We made extra efforts to produce such kind of informative videos. If you feel that this video gives you some kind of valuable information, then like and subscribe this channel. Share this video with your family and friends. Hit the bell icon so that you will not miss any such kind of informative videos.